Who survived the Iron Survivor Challenge, man? What titles change hands? We're gonna figure out. You're gonna see. We're gonna recap NXT Deadline. Let's get into it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Thank God for Wrestling podcast. I'm host one of two, Johnny King.
I'm host two of two, CJ McClure.
And today we're gonna be talking about NXT Deadline. PLE happened on Saturday, man. Let's go right into it. First match, Dragon Lee versus Dirty Dom, man. What'd you think, CJ?
Well, flashback for a minute. Did you not watch the kickoff?
I did not watch the kickoff.
All right, that's
I mean, we
fine.
can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Okay. Well, first things first, I will say before we even get into the kickoff match, I feel like the set and like the stage with the lights that they had for Deadline was actually kind of creative.
No, I liked it. I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like we're kind of going back to the good old days where we get a little creative with each stage. But Nathan Frazier versus Axiom. I mean, these are just two great athletes, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched their matches, the ones that they have on actual NXT on Tuesdays, and they're great. Like, I'm a fan of both of them, you know?
oh yeah, I mean, like if I was bringing back the cruiserweight division, I'd probably build my division around those two.
For sure, for sure. Like, if 205 Live was still going on, like, they would be on that every week, for sure.
100%. I love the octopus lock, the submission that Axiom did. It was just wrapped around his body, Nathan's body. I mean, I'd never seen that before. I mean, it's just Axiom just hit just a crazy moonsault. The Nathan Frazier hit this superplex and then twist combo.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best combos I've seen since Seth Rollins is superplex Falcon Arrow combo.
Mm-hmm.
Just great two moves. I love the kip up into a super kick. Just
Mm-hmm.
got clocked. I mean, like I'm like, how have we not seen that more before
Mm-hmm.
in wrestling? You know, how come people haven't like thought of doing that more? I mean, I'll tell you, man, ain't no party like a super kick party. I mean, I know the veterans like Taker and Hunter and Sean make fun of how this generation overuses the move, but sometimes it's like just let them kick each other.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Super kick exchanges, crazy, crazy,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Uh, I mean, just the Spanish fly that Axiom hit, and then Axiom got the win. Congratulations to him. Both guys look great though in the match. I mean, this was a kickoff match, and it got two NXT chants, a "This is awesome" chant, and that leads to my only criticism, and it's a question I have for you, Johnny. What is even the point of having a kickoff match? Why even have a
Yeah,
kickoff?
I don't know, because, like, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if they would put it on the actual show, I would have watched it probably. But I didn't turn it on my TV on Peacock until 8 o'clock. So, like, yeah.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, but be that as it may, so a great match nonetheless. So luckily, this was the only thing that I got spoiled for me was the opening segment when Punk pulled up to NXT and shared the ring with HBK, with Shawn Michaels, HB Sizzle. I mean, it's just so surreal to see Punk pull up to an NXT event.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were gonna like actually put like I'd never like Punk back in WWE. Okay, yeah, but I did not think that we would ever see him on the NXT show. There's no way he's not gonna do that. But I was wrong. He pulled up, had on his Bret Hart shirt. Him and HBK were in the ring together, man. Crazy sight to see, man. Crazy sight to see.
That was funny that he wore the Bret Hart sweatshirt. And I'll tell you though, I mean, maybe we do a video on this, kind of like how we did fantasy booking Randy's return. But
Mhm.
I I think it wouldn't be a bad idea at all to put Punk down in NXT eventually. I don't like I know they're teasing like Raw, and now it's like Raw and NXT because he's not. I don't think he's going to SmackDown. Like I know they're saying they're thinking about doing a Punk versus Roman match, which I would be all here for. But I just think with Randy going to SmackDown and he returned, I think they put Punk on Raw.
For
But
sure, yeah.
I don't think it would be a bad decision to put Punk in NXT eventually just to help that talent. And I think he could put on banger matches. Now I'm talking like 2013 CM Punk
Yeah,
matches.
I would love to see Punk versus Ilya, Punk versus Braun, Punk versus Melo. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'd be down for that for sure.
100%. But great segment. I mean, just surreal to see that. But finally, to answer your question about the opening match of the show, Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio for the North American Championship. You got to give credit to Dom, man. This has been a great year for him. I loved it when he just threw his shirt at Dragon Lee. I
Bro,
love that detail.
Dom's early, like in 10 years, we're gonna look back at like his first 4 or 5 years in the WWE. Like it's crazy, bro. Like he has been in the ring with so many greats, and he's put on like, nah, bro. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name for sure, for sure.
And and I wrote this down. I really appreciate that Dom has really been pulling double duty. I
Yeah,
mean, the
bro.
North American champion and be on Raw, be on NXT, be on SmackDown, be on PLEs from the main roster and NXT.
Hmm.
Like, you're gonna bro's young. I mean, he's only a few years older than us. Like, I
Yeah,
think 4, 5 years at best. I mean, like, he's got the energy to do it, but like, definitely put respect on his name for that. I mean, especially since our tribal chief is the nowhere chief, apparently. Like, I
bro.
mean, and Dom's out here on like 3 shows a week.
Yeah, there was one week where he main evented NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Roman Reigns returns on Friday, so we'll see what he has to say, man. We'll see what he has to say. But
Right.
besides the fact.
I gotta go on this tangent though. I wrote this down. I love Booker. Don't get me wrong, but he's so based.
Bro, I Booker, he just says some crazy stuff. So like he just geeks me, bro. Like I know I'm gonna laugh when he's on commentary. So like I don't mind it. But yeah, you're right. He is very, yeah, you're right. You're right. He just so
And
goofy,
like,
bro.
no, yeah, like, and I understand that WWE kind of likes to stick to the OG format of like having a face commentator, having a heel commentator, but like I feel like the only one to ever really do the only two guys that have done heel commentating good is JBL and Corey Graves. But
Hmm.
even then, it's like Corey especially will still kind of call it down the middle.
Yeah.
And when JBL would call it down the middle, like top tier commentator, in my opinion,
Hmm.
so, like I feel like if you want to just add a sense of validity to wrestling in general,
Hmm.
just have them be non-biased, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, I still love Booker. Don't get me wrong, respect to Booker. And on that note, just kind of back on the Dom train, hear me out on this. Kind of a small hot take. Dom is an old school heel. Like just the way
Oh, for
he,
sure. For
yeah,
sure. He knows how
like
to
the
get heat for sure. Yeah.
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Dom, the way he's acting right now, would his character would
Hmm.
have been like perfect in the 80s.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like and I'm kind of coming back to the biased commentator,
Hmm.
Dominic Mysterio and Brian Heenan.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Heenan was always coming up with excuses for Ric Flair.
Hmm. Hmm.
He'd do the same thing for Dom. I mean, that's just the type of heel that Dom is. I mean, when he looked over and Ray just went
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
that, I'm like, it makes me angry, but he's doing a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. And you know he's doing good when you are watching Mad, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, when wrestlers get the like a good or bad reaction out of you, like because people forget being booed out of the building for the right reasons,
Hmm.
you're over.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting reactions out of the fans, you're over.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, what a spot with that stomp
Yo,
that
that was, bro, that was crazy. That was crazy. He does a great job at that, bro. Like the impact looks insane, the execution is insane, and it all happened so fast too, bro. Yeah, that was great.
great spot. I'm not gonna lie to you though, that ending seemed a little unexpected and a little premature.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I honestly wasn't expecting Dragon Lee to take the belt off Dom. But I mean, once he lost the U.S. title thing on SmackDown, I was kind of like, okay, that he might have a chance on Saturday, but I just didn't know if they would actually give it to him. But
Right.
so now this makes me wonder what they're gonna do with Dom next.
Yeah, I mean, like this does add some intrigue to the Judgment Day storyline because I know Dom was pissed that the Judgment Day weren't even there to support
Yeah.
him.
Hmm.
But now here's the thing: Dom can't get the job done on the big stage.
He can't. He can't.
He hasn't defended the North American title on pay-per-view successfully. He lost
Oh,
a trick back in No
yeah.
Mercy. Granted, he got it just back like that on
Yeah.
an episode of NXT, but still, like when it counts,
Hmm.
he can't get the job done.
Yeah. Rhea's gonna be mad, man. Mommy's gonna be pretty upset. She's gonna be pretty upset, man. But yeah. Next, man. Next match. Next match. We have the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. I thoroughly enjoyed this because I am a fan of all these women. Tiffany Stratton, obviously one of my favorites. Blair Davenport, she's great. Fallon Henley, she's great. They're all great, man. Lash Legend, Kalani Jordan. This match was, I just like the, at first when this first Iron Survivor thing came about, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. It might be too much going on, but as you watch it and as the years go on, it gets better and better. And it's just action packed, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like nonstop action.
So you just put it best because for context, the refresher, I didn't really truly start getting back into NXT until No Mercy around like that time frame.
Mhm.
I didn't watch the Iron Survivors last year. These are my first Iron Survivor challenges that I've ever watched.
Okay.
So when what's her name? I forget the announcer's name, but when she was explaining the rules, I'm just like, this just seems like to me if the championship scramble match and Iron Man match had a baby.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you mentioned it earlier, like that. I was a little afraid, kind of like with the Heritage Cup match. I remember we talked
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I'm just afraid that this is going to be too much going on, and they're
Mhm.
trying to be something that they're not. But
Yeah.
I was like, but nonetheless, I'm still watching, so I'm willing to give it a chance. And yeah, I was sports entertained with these matches, like you just said, action packed. It keeps you guessing, it keeps you thinking. I'm especially going to get to that with the men's match,
Mhm.
but it's yeah, and these women did a great job. I mean, Tiffany, man, just loser.
Yeah, bro. I didn't think she was gonna win because she's getting caught. She has to get called up sooner or later. There's really nothing else for her to do in NXT, and she's already been NXT Women's Champ. The main roster could use her in some sort of capacity. So I kind of felt like this was like her last hurrah, and yeah. I thought Fallon Henley was gonna pull it off, but Blair Davenport ended up taking the win, man. And I'm not mad at that. I think she has a bright future. I like her whole character, her whole look and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, I think all women did a great job. I especially want to highlight. I mean, I said part of this back in No Mercy, but like Tiffany, great athlete. Kalani Jordan, great athlete. I mean, Tiffany to be only wrestling for 2 years and she's already she's been NXT Women's Champion, has gone toe to toe with the WrestleMania main eventer. Kalani Jordan has only been in NXT for 6 months and has already boom been on a big match like this for a PLE for NXT. Bright, the future's bright. And on that note, what a choke slam from Lash Legend.
Um, bro, she's a powerhouse, bro. Like she has a bright future, bro. Like I would love to see her feud with like Charlotte eventually, Bianca eventually, Jade eventually, even like, yeah, man, future's bright for sure.
For me, you just said it. Dream match I want to see with her is with Bianca. I
Yeah.
mean, those both of those girls are strong.
Mhm. Rhea even like, yeah,
Small detail I want to point out though, that penalty box is huge.
yeah, bro. It's you know what's funny about it? The little camera is the funniest part. Like you see him inside of it, and it's like a little like fish
Yep.
eye, bro. It's so funny, bro. But yeah, it's a pretty big penalty box. Like, yeah.
Did you see Kalani? She caught the table with her back.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
yeah,
made me wince.
yeah. She and
But
and you can tell like she's still new to it, so like you can tell she's growing each match by match, but like that had to hurt, bro. There's no way it didn't hurt. You know what I'm saying?
but good on her. I mean, she took it like a champ.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
she moved forward.
For sure.
Um, I love the penalty box spot when they were all blocking the door, and then they're like, "Well, I'm just gonna beat you up and then get out of here myself." Like when they were both trapped in the box. I love that.
Mhm.
Love the rip the announcer table, bro. I mean, that
Um,
table was going through it this
literally,
night.
literally. But yeah, I like the ending. Blair Davenport got the pinfall. Lash Legend had like 15 seconds to try, but Blair Davenport noticed. She rolled out the ring and started running around the ring. She won. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was realistic. I mean, like, what else do you do? You know, in
Yeah.
that
It's not
situation.
like you're gonna try to fight her. Like, no, I'm
Right.
leaving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And last few things I just want to say is that Tiffany's like stomps that she does
Bro.
S tier. She has the best swanton in the game right
Uh,
now. She has moonsault in the game right
yeah.
now. I love Kalani Jordan's 450.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy, bro. I was like, okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think this ought to be a good match between Valkyra
Fire about
and
Kid.
Blair Davenport. It'll be good.
For sure. Next match was Carmelo versus Lexus King. I'll be honest, man. Lexus King he's trash. I don't want to say he's trash, but I don't know, bro. I'm just not buying into the character. I'm not buying into the character. I feel like he's trying so hard to not be his dad's son. And like, bro, that's like it's not, I don't know, man. It just feels forced to me. And it just doesn't feel like it has a lot of momentum. But I don't know. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides to it. I understand trying to carve your own legacy,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
but it's like, I mean, maybe this isn't a fair comparison, but like, look at Roman, bro. I mean, like, he's literally in the Samoan dynasty. His dad, his uncle was a wrestler here. You know, he's cousins with Dwayne. You know, and I don't know if like that makes any sense or that's a fair comparison, but it's like still be you, but take what was good about your dad and go forward. And he seems fine in the ring. I think his in-ring work is fine, but it's just like that promo after the match just seemed a little awkward to me.
It's just awkward, bro. Like it doesn't feel like he's confident in his character yet, if that makes sense.
Right.
I think he's still finding the character, which is
Yeah.
understandable, you know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and if he finds it, then we're gonna eat our words. And
Sure, for sure.
I
I
love
hope he does. Prove me wrong, bro. Because I was
right.
rooting for you when you got released for AW from AW, bro. They were not using you right. You were in a silly tag team, the Varsity Blondes. That went nowhere. Now Julia Hart's taking off. I don't even know where Griff Garrison is. And you went to WWE. I was rooting for you. So I hope you prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong, please.
The match itself. I mean, we obviously know Mello did it. Mello attack trick, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. That feud is gonna be crazy.
yeah, but this was the worst match of the night for me, but I was still entertained. Like it was still a good enough match to keep
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
attention.
I see what you're
Like
saying.
it was like Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor back in Money in the Bank. Like that
Yeah,
was a match, but it was the worst of the
working
night.
on
Like
tonight. Yeah, uh-huh.
yeah, just comparing to the rest. Like and especially just because Melo's win was pretty definitive.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it was just to put it in your words, it was just there. Like I was sports entertained. It kept my attention. I mean, like I think like again, I think Lexus King's in ring work is going to be fine. It's just his character is going to be the problem. But Mello, I think, has relatively good chemistry with everybody. And I don't even know if you say this is a hot take, but I think Carmelo Anthony are that's a basketball player. Carmelo Hayes already has an aura around him.
Oh, he does, bro. He does. Like he's gonna be main event Mania in
Yeah,
years to come for sure, bro.
him and Trick for that matter. They
Yeah,
both
they
already got
got
it.
that. Yeah, yeah. They got the aura, bro. They got
Yep.
that Roman-esque aura in the making for sure.
Yeah, 100%. But that's really all my thoughts for that match.
Yeah, man. Carmelo won. Then we had the men's Iron Survivor challenge match. This was great too. This was great too. The men showed out for this one. Um, it was a couple spots. Obviously, like when Eddie Thorpe came in, which I kind of liked it because it furthered his feud. So I wasn't mad. I was hoping they booked Trick like he wasn't gonna win, and he had the superhero come back. And I was happy, bro. I was like, they're gonna do it. He's gonna win eventually. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He's been in the penalty box, bro. He's not gonna have a lot of time left. He's gonna do what he has to do. And I was fine with it. I was fine with that match. I was fine with it.
So for me, match of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, and just what a freaking match. Like, let's go chronologically here for a minute. So, like, you got these guys, Dijak. I wish he was still called Dijakovic, but
Same,
whatever.
bro.
It's,
Same.
but it's better than that stupid gimmick during COVID.
Oh yeah, what was it? Mason something. Yeah, T-bar. God,
Yeah.
bro, it was bad. It was bad. It was
Like,
bad.
what's a T-bar, Vince? But nonetheless, he much better now. I mean, you got Josh Briggs and Dijak. I mean, moving around like cruiserweights.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, like doing all these athletic feats, super impressive. I know we already said it back at No Mercy, and this. I know you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I'm gonna bring this up, and it's definitive now. Braun Breaker has the best spear in the
For
business.
sure,
Has the
bro. When he went on the spear tangent, crazy, bro. When he did the one, who was someone like jump? Was it Bate? Tyler Bate someone off the ropes, bro. Yeah, crazy, bro. He has the best spear. Roman spear. I've always said Roman spear is weak. Okay, Edge spear, it's okay. Like it was okay. It was good. It was okay. Lashley spear, it can look good sometimes, but breaker, bro, you got to be ready for that because it hurts, bro, for sure.
Like it's to me, Breakers is like a combo of Rhino and Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like
Rhino's
they're
crazy too. Rhino's is underrated for sure. Yeah.
no, yeah. Like there are times like Breaker is like he's goring you. He's not spearing you.
Literally.
Like and I agree with you. Like Roman spears are good sometimes. I think it just depends on how like quickly they sell it or
He
like
be
how
looking weak, bruh. Because Roman be like, he don't be going all the way in. He like be coming out off the, you know what I mean? Like,
I saw a comment I on YouTube or Instagram, I already forgot, but someone said Roman spear looks like a soft hug.
yeah, literally, bro. Like, it's not. There's no way you can convince me that this hurts. Like, do it to me, bro. Let me see what it's about. Like,
Right. And like so one of my buddies here at school, I'm trying to get a little in the wrestling, and I showed him the spear fest that Braun went on, and he looks at me and goes, those look like it hurt.
bro, bro, that was probably the hypest part of the match for me, bro. For sure, that was crazy, bro. It was just one after another.
No, yeah, like so Trick was my pick to win.
Mhm.
And when Braun went on the Spear Fest, I'm like, all right. I'm like, I guess they're gonna put Braun back in the world side of the picture, which is fine. I mean, just I feel like Trick's time needs to come sooner rather than later. I was like, maybe Tyler Bate will pull it off, but it's looking like Braun. I mean, Braun just came in here and just killed everybody. But I gotta say, I love that detail of when it was only Braun and Trick because everybody else had to go to the penalty box, and it's 3-0 with Braun and Trick didn't back down. As a matter of fact, he ran his mouth to Braun.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Like you think you're bad? You think you're the like let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And Trick got speared in the barricade. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, boy, dirty, bro. Like he hasn't even gotten a fall yet. I'm like, Sean, like I know you see something in this man. And then
they were,
when he got the first fall, I'm like, okay, at least Trick got on the board. He got the second one, and freaking how Booker goes, Trick's in the game. Because Trick's not in the game, man. I'm like, okay, like they're just building up a little of the suspense. Tyler Bates about to win, but then, bro, you said it's superhero comeback. He pins Tyler, hit the knee on Braun, got just 2 seconds left. I'm like, perfect, bro. Like that's that
perfect timing, bro.
No, yeah, like that's that Daniel Bryan treatment.
Yeah. They booked him like Superman, bro. Like coming back, bro. I enjoyed it, bro. I liked it.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if Eddie Thorpe interfered. It doesn't matter how Trick did it. He did it, and kudos to all those guys because like Trick got those 4 falls in like what a minute 20, a minute 15.
Yeah,
and most of the last 3 came in like last 30 seconds. So kudos to all the wrestlers for just the timing of everything.
If they messed up, bro, like it would have threw it off. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
So yeah,
crazy impressive, bro, for sure.
Whoop that Trick,
bro. He's bro. He got the aura, bro, for sure. He got the aura. Like he got like Swerve is getting the aura too over in AEW. Like yeah, bro, for sure. Next match was Kiana James versus Roxanne Perez in the steel cage. It was, I mean, it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match. I'm glad this feud is over though, because I like Kiana James, I like Roxanne Perez, but I just don't know where else this feud would have went because it wasn't involved with the title. So I think a steel cage was a good definitive for it. But I feel like they might try to keep it going because of the way the ending happened. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't the worst of the night.
Mhm.
And I know that's not saying much because it's just right above Mello and Lexus King, but I will say I loved Kiana's entrance. I
Yeah.
love like her walking out of WWE HQ and then pulling up in the limo or car or whatever. Love that. I mean, she definitely just has that like
Yeah.
attitude about
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I've always liked Roxanne ever since I saw her in the Royal Rumble this year, and that was actually the first time that I saw her. I think the future is definitely bright with her, and she's young too,
Yeah,
like
bro. She's like 19, I think. Something crazy.
22.
Okay. Who's Thea Hale's the young one. Thea Hale. Yeah. Yeah, that's like our age, bro. And WWE is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, again, the match was fine. I mean, it can be entertained. I thought it was stupid that you couldn't win by leaving the cage. That's one of the
Yeah, that's
ways you can.
normally how the still. But the thing is, like, I don't know, because it didn't. I didn't know that because at one point Kiana James was trying to leave the cage, but apparently she was just going to grab a chair.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but yeah, it should be either you escape the cage or pinfall. You know?
Always thought it should be both. I like I like just the thought of like
Yeah,
there's
for
multiple
sure.
ways, and like
Yeah.
pinfall, submission, out of the cage.
Mhm.
But yeah, the match was fine. It was good enough to keep me entertained. It didn't make me do this, although I was staying up late watching Deadline, but nonetheless, it was fine.
Yeah, yeah. So the end of the match, Izzy Dame interfered, and Kiana James hit Roxanne with her. She was like she hit her with the chair, and she did her finisher with the chair involved. It's like a knee kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, Roxanne lost. So I guess they're gonna try to further the feud, maybe. Even if it's just Roxanne versus Izzy Dame, but we shall see. We shall see, man. And then the last match, man, Ilya Dragunov versus Baron Corbin. I was excited for this match because I wanted to see what these two can do in the ring together. Because Baron Corbin's NXT run has not been bad. It's been very serviceable. He's been doing a great job. And the promo leading up to this match on last NXT's, bro, it made me so hyped to see this match. So yeah, for sure.
I did like that it was a bit of a slow burner. Like
Mhm.
obviously it
Okay,
had
yeah.
its spots, it still had its intensity. You're gonna have your intensity with Ilya, but I like it took it down a few amps from Mello versus Ilya back in No Mercy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't think you can't beat that match like this
No,
year.
but like they went in a different direction and it was still good.
Yeah.
I felt like the crowd in Connecticut, they weren't that into it.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they were tired because like they already reached the high when Trick won. And I honestly felt like that should have maybe been the main event, you know? But
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
that's the world title, like it's usually a special occasion when the NXT championship doesn't main event. Like it's got to be like a Gargano Champa type match, like in the feud. But yeah, I mean, like Ilya is so good at selling the pain
So
that
good, bro.
spot on the announcer table. I
Mhm.
mean that was pretty cool. It looked like it hurt. Ilya hitting the coast to coast was impressive. Baron, I mean, I gotta respect Corbin. I mean, even though he's only won the United States Championship and the Money in the Bank contract, and it didn't matter because he failed to cash it in. I mean, the fact that he's kept himself relevant without gold and championships, good on him for
Mhm.
his entrance was awesome. I loved it when he rides in on the motorcycle. I mean, like that makes me think of a dream match between him and Biker Taker because of the
Yeah.
bikes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it was a solid way to end the PLE, especially with Trick coming out and saying, "Hey, I got next."
But bro, they cut it off. Carmelo, you see Carmelo come behind him and they cut it
Yeah,
off. I was like, yo, they're teasing us. Like something happened after the show for sure. Like
Which I didn't look into it yet. Have you seen
I
that
haven't
one?
no, I haven't looked into it either. Like Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing. He definitely did it on purpose. But yeah, man. Ilya hit Corbin with 3 H bombs, and then he hit him with like a torpedo, Moscow torpedo or something, and he got the pinfall, which didn't make Corbin go out like sad. He didn't go out looking soft. Like Ilya had to do everything he could to put him down, which is great. So yeah, whether this leads to a second one or not, we shall see. But yeah, Trick is next in line, man. So
I will say, I guess, slight criticism. I don't know how I feel about the hug thing in the storyline.
oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know what you mean. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like this ain't Daniel Bryan and Kane, bro. You don't find lightning in a bottle with a hug anymore.
No, 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 no way. No way.
But Deadline was good. No Mercy was great. I'll say that.
Oh yeah,
That's my close.
that is one of I want to say if not the best pay-per-view this year for sure. Like top to
It,
start from bottom top to bottom, bro. It was crazy for sure.
it's in the conversation, 100%. But still, I think a solid enough way to go out. I'm calling it. I think Melo is going to cost Trick the title at New Year's Evil, and then we're going to get.
I would love to see that. And then we get the Trick and Melo feud for the title, and maybe they can bring Ilya up, Maybe start something up with Imperium, something maybe. Who knows, man?
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna see. It should be interesting
Yeah.
New Year's season.
Sean's just going with the
Literally,
spot.
bro. Him and Triple H, they've been cooking, bro. They've been cooking.
But yeah, man. Last PLE of the year. We just want to thank you guys for your patience, man. For those of you that are in school right now, it's final season, so that's why we haven't been posting that much. But we do have a lot of content ready for you guys. Just haven't been posting very often, but we appreciate you guys' patience, man. A lot of top 10, top 5 videos like for the year, talking about just this year in wrestling coming soon. We'll do our best with that. We hope you guys have a good holiday season. We appreciate you. I'm CJ McClure, and thank God for wrestling.
Sir, I'm Johnny King, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Like CJ said, we appreciate your support. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thank God for wrestling. Peace.